Chris, you might have just gone down to the table to get a chance. If there's any notes up there, just cover them up. Yeah. Drop them as well. Thanks, mate. Just going to try and get some names.
Can replacement affect you?
Possibly.
Is there a place where you'd rather be instead of somewhere?
Yeah, if you, I mean, you can go up fairly high in front, but you can also come up here as well and set it up here.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait and see what he says. Zach, you go up there. Go up there. Why? So we're not in his way.
Got it. Here, okay.
Yep. I'm awful with assembling this, by the way.
You ready for some comedy? You want to put them together?
Hey, I'm no engineer.
Better than the thing.
Wait, so how do you put it up? This one. Zach, I need a tutorial. That shouldn't go down. It's straight. It's not? That's good? Alright, cool. That shouldn't wobble, should it? Yeah, it's on, all the lights are on. Maybe it's because you're too far away? If I put up high, I just don't want it to fall. Just because I haven't got any weights to hold it down. It shouldn't fall. Yeah, that might happen. Yeah, struggles. But there's not much you can do about it. I think we were going to have it on that side, but I don't think there's some regulations. How do you stop that?
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Welcome to Service FM Stadium for the opening match of the 2025 Apex Steel WNPL season. Adelaide City women taking on Adelaide University. And while the stands may not be packed at the moment, there's a double header about to kick off the 2025 season. There's a few awaiting fans there for both sides, ready to see how their two teams will kick off their campaign after a quite disappointing end to last season. Well, Adelaide Uni are coming in after just scraping in to the WNPL with a nail-biting ending to their season, where it all came down to one kick to remain in this top-tier division in South Australia, whilst Adelaide City had a tough year as well, but they maintained their spot here tonight where they're ready to kickstart 2025 with some big ins as well for both sides, but also a couple of outs. One in for Adelaide City, a player who, well, made it very hard for him at her previous side, Florence Russell, where she played for Sturt in that unforgettable big scoreline for Adelaide City. They won't want to redo that again this year. And it's Adelaide Uni who have some other big ins as well. German Lena Radler, and also Irish footballer Nicole O'Neill, who played Southeastern Louisiana in college football, has made her way into our Apex Steel WNPL for 2025. We're about to get underway very soon. Slee Pryor, the referee in the middle, as we find out who will be kicking in which direction. The sun's out at the moment in the low 20s, but it is absolutely sweltering up here at the moment. But it's an overcast night over the beach, so it is kind of softening the blow ever so slightly here in Jeps Cross. Both teams getting their final words in ahead of this kickoff. Anticipated kickoff 15 minutes prior to any other fixture, which in some sense makes this the season opener by 15 minutes. I'm your matchday commentator. While we wait for kickoff, might as well welcome in my co-commentator for today, Simon Jimenez. Good to have you back on board, mate.
Good to be with you. Very excited to be here tonight. As you said, 15 minutes. We beat everyone to be here for the season opener. Should be a good one, though. You mentioned both teams have a bit of a different look to them today, so as much as pre-season is always a little bit of a hint at how they're going to look for the upcoming season, it's always a bit of a guess how things are going to shape up for round one. So looking forward to seeing that tonight.
And for those of you that are watching on TV at the moment, there's a lot of games happening around the grounds tonight, so you can stick around on Football SA's YouTube page. Or if you're at the ground and happen to be watching us while you're here, there's a double header down here at Jeps Cross tonight as well. Just moments away from kickoff, as those birds make a nice loud noise over Service FM Stadium. Adelaide Uni about to kick things off in their black strip, kicking to the left of your screens, and we're underway for 2025 Apex Steel WNPL is here. Adelaide Uni kicking to the left of your screens in their all black strip, whilst Adelaide City in their green attire kicking to the right of your screens. Could be an early opportunity. It's dealt with ever so slightly though. Adelaide Uni scrambling to get it out. It's Vicky Juma. The City again, just creeping into their area.
Vicky Juma with a little bit of early pressure there, and I believe she's a debutant perhaps, or...
She is making a debut for Adelaide City. There's a few debutants in today's fixture.
Little cross there, mishit by Florence Russell. Another early opportunity for Adelaide City there.
Uni trying to get their way forward as well. It's O'Neill. Richardson plays it forward. Uni just finding a little bit hard to get forward at this moment. Early stages in the second minute at Service FM Stadium. First women's fixture to be played here for the season, and could be Uni in with an early chance. Plays it out to O'Neill, and it's gone out for another throw-in right in front of the Adelaide bench. Simon, it's a bit of a warm one tonight. I wasn't expecting to be this warm down here at this time especially.
Well, I looked up the weather just before we started, 32 degrees or thereabouts approximately. I did notice when we stepped up from a commentary position, it felt like it maybe raised about 4 degrees. I'm sure it's going to cool down. The sun's out of our side at the moment, which I'm sure will be appreciated at home with that not glaring into the camera lens, and it's certainly appreciated here. So
Sullivan to Atkins. Sorry, Simon. But yes, it is very warm up here. I'm sweating just a tiny bit.
Imagine if you were down there.
Yeah, and running. Those birds have the best view in the house. You've got the bird's eye view of the stadium. Juma. See, they try to get forward.
Macy Burton's going to have her hands pretty full tonight with Vicky Juma. Already put under pressure a couple of times there, but so far Macy Burton looking like she's well able to deal with it.
Those galahs absolutely deafening above us at the moment. It's cleared up by Burton. Straight into the face. Your body on the line for your team. Will be the first goal kick for LA Uni. Goldsmith just telling the team just to get up forward, push up, as she goes to take a long goal kick. Juma chasing it down. She's got Radler. She's pushed out of the way and it's given a foul.
Nice strong bump from Juma. She's pretty tough. Again, I think she might be a bit of a handful today. That'll be a big asset for City moving forward.
It's Burton also making her debut for Adelaide Uni. And a handful of players still remain in this Uni side from last season. Sophie Burke, one of them. And Pandagakos, the other. Sally Atkins. She does well to get the ball off, but just that final pass turned it over. It's gone in for another throw.
I think that's probably the longest that Uni's held possession for so far, so looking like they might try to get a little bit of control, even though didn't quite pressure forward there. Just the fact that they are managing to hold a little bit of possession and take a bit of confidence into this first half. Possibly the thing that they're looking for.
Selena Radler just on the floor at the moment.
The sun's just come out to say hello as well. I thought we'd had a bit of reprieve from it with a bit of a shadow across the stadium, but it's back again. I've noticed all the players are in the shaded bit of the pitch at the moment as well. That's not a bad tactic, I think.
Yep. Just play the ball along the shade. Ali Atkins, eyes off the ball. It's McCauley. It falls to Gilchrist. Seaton. Parcel plays it down the line. It's Gilchrist chasing him down. Adelaide City just really trying to hold the ball at the moment. Try and create something early. Looks like a nice run through from Russell, but it's straight into the hands of Goldsmith.
Clever little bit of body work that she did just there, just using her frame to get in front and get that advantage of the ball. Didn't look hugely threatening to Evelyn Goldsmith, but nonetheless, an early semi-opportunity just to make themselves known to the Adelaide Uni defence.
Atkins. Goldsmith plays it back to Bouchereau. Playing her first Adelaide Uni game tonight. It's chased down. Jasinski. Corley tries to find a pass hoop, but instead it's gone out for another throw right in front of the RA logo on that grandstand. Thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and that sponsor there on the stands, RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Seaton gets in the way, skips away to throw it, but prevents the pass for Uni.
I don't think we've seen them press this far up the field so far. Adelaide City have played it back to build up, but Adelaide Uni, even though they've had probably a bit more possession over the last 3 minutes or so, this is the first time we've really seen them pressing forward. And now they're putting Adelaide City under a bit of pressure. Neither team's really sticking out as the most dominant from here, so.
Seaton tries to get in the way. Will be a goal kick now for Adelaide City. These two teams definitely want to kickstart their season and campaign with a 3 points, all important.
I'm watching
round one.
Sleeves get rolled up and shorts get rolled up as well, so
And
a bit of
in
an
the commentary box.
I was referring to down on the pitch, so although we haven't seen the game really ignite just yet, it's maybe a bit of an indication that the players down there are really feeling it today.
It's Juma. It's offside. Only attacking throughout. Kind of sees Adelaide City really trying to get an early lead. Like you said before, neither team really dominating just yet.
Yeah, we haven't really seen much so far, so a chance for either team to just stick their noses in front, if not on the scoreboard, just in terms of momentum, and it looks like Uni will try to do that here.
It's played through to Richardson. Uni just win the throw in. It's taken by Radler. Goes short to O'Neill. So O'Neill making a nice run through. Couldn't get past. And we'll win the throw in though, nonetheless. And it's Lena Radler stepping up for that throw. Will she go deep or will she only go short? Back to Chloe Richardson. Got space in the area now, plays it through. Adelaide City frantically defending, trying to get it out, they're trying their hardest, but they managed to do so very luckily, Adelaide City. Whereas Uni, we're almost about to threaten
We're talking
their
about
opponents.
Sorry, Johnny, we're talking about neither team really asserting themselves so far, but that was pretty crafty there from Adelaide Uni pressing forward. Lena Radler with a nice bit of ball work there. Didn't quite manage to find Emma Hubbard in the right position there to make the most of it, but here come Uni again, and all of a sudden they've got a little bit of a spring in their step after that last little passage of play.
It's Seaton. Chloe Russell's just still on the floor. Doesn't look too great after that instance. We'll kick the ball out just to see. It's not looking great at all. She looks like she's in a bit of pain. at the moment. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Flo Russell.
Hopefully not. A lot of the City players are actually coming back from injury this year as well. Apparently,
there's a couple of ACLs, yes. Lana Ursino and also Michaela Vidmar. Both not far away from returning from an ACL. So I don't want to see any more injuries this early on in the season. No one likes to see that, but she's just getting treated as we speak. We've got the prime view of it, so we'll keep you up to date. But it's a great opportunity for the players to get a quick drink and refresh at this point in time.
And even just a couple of seconds in the shade as well. Looks like they're taking full advantage of that. But
well, it is very hot at the moment. Did you say top of 24 at the moment?
No, 32.
I was going to say, it wasn't 24. No way.
32, but I think in
yes,
right in the sun there, they're probably going to be feeling it.
It's just jumped up to 34.3.
Yeah, right.
Apparently feels like 31.3, but they're not standing right here. Guarantee you that. They're probably standing there in the shade. People that are riding this. Final test for Flo Russell. Just to see if she's all right to play on. Looks like she might be her ankle.
They're taking the time to test her, which is interesting here. That's probably not the best sign, but
I think she did indicate that she may be all right to come back on, but it might not take any risks.
I think she's taking off the boot, so maybe a bit of a closer look before they make a decision on what they're going to do here.
Well, for the meantime, Adelaide City will play with 10 players until we have a final decision on if Flo Russell will continue on.
There's a quick glance towards the bench there, so
there is a player warming up as we speak. Can't quite see from this distance who it is, but Adelaide City are just preparing just in case.
She's tying up the laces, which
I think
it's a good sign.
All good. Thumbs up from the physio, so it's all good for Flo Russell to continue. So that's great news for her.
Although she missed out on the drink break, didn't she?
I'm sure he's got one there for it. Sullivan. And it's confirmed she will be coming back on. She makes her way back on to the pitch. Good way from Lee Pryor, the referee. Seaton. Sullivan. Gilchrist. Not too pass it back to Gilchrist. But it was Burton who gets in the way from Adelaide Uni to prevent it going any further. And it will be a throw-in for the side in green. Got to say, their strip's looking absolutely beautiful, isn't it? The green. I don't mind a green strip. I'm
partial to a green and white strip. I even said that last night when you and I were at the Comets and Monterey Vista Cup game.
Panagakos. Just looking for a teammate, Hubbard. But now City playing it out from the back. Seaton. Just trying to find a way through. Straight to the hands though. Goldsmith. Panagakos just couldn't quite get a good touch on it. It's Gilchrist. Falls to Uni, Burton. Playing it down. Will be a free kick for the LA Uni. And then a Redler, the German, who's made her way to South Australia.
She's initially looking exciting from that right back position. I think she originated one of the earlier opportunities there.
She made a few good runs on that side as well. So just early stages of this fixture, 16th minute of play. Uni really just flooding that goal area. Sent in. Still alive for Uni. The greatest touch. O'Sullivan tries to put some pressure on. It's Panagakos outside the area. Flicked out by Atkins. Yassiello. Uni falls out to the German in Leno Radler. O'Neill. Goes in for a goal kick. 17th minute of play. Still no one able to break deadlock just yet on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions.
Lena Radler and Nicole O'Neill looking pretty impressive the way that they're linking up on the right-hand side. It certainly looks like Uni's going to be the team to take this game out of first gear. They haven't really had any genuine opportunities yet, but they seem to be the ones attacking during the last 10 minutes or so.
Goldsmith. So gets in the way there. It still falls to Florence Russell, who's going to try and make something of this. Which trips on the ball.
Our eyes
something
were
I do.
Our eyes were playing tricks on us there. It took the deflection and it looked like, when you couldn't really tell the angle from here, it might have been heading goalward, which would have been quite an impressive accidental goal, but as it turns out, nowhere near it.
It was a bit hard to see through that shake off as well that we got protecting us from the sun. Well, on the side. No sun not there though. A little bit of relief from that sun we just speak about as it heads behind the clouds at the moment, so players can really feel that slight relief from the heat as the whole pitch is now protected from the heat, which I would definitely be enjoying. It's Macaulay.
Chloe Richardson was doing some hard work there. Fought for the ball, won it back one time, then had a little... Here she is again, receiving it.
Other side, still unable to get into the back of the net in his opening 20 minutes. Atkins. Sinsky. Macaulay. Juma trying to make a run through. She's trying to get around Burton. She does well. Can she do something here early? But it's Goldsmith. Not enough to get it past the goalkeeper. But Vicky Juma, in her debut, she would love to have scored debut goal to kickstart the Apex Steel WNPL.
Well, she initially looked a little bit dangerous, and that's the first time we've probably seen her for the last 10 minutes or so, but you can see that sort of long ball through, she was more than ready to find herself on the end of it. So you think, given that City haven't had a lot of possession throughout the first part of this first half, that's where those opportunities might come from. But Uni definitely the team that's holding possession and I guess making more of the meaningful advances at this stage.
Uni again trying to get it into the area. They do so. Can they do something here? Plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker. Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University as they score the opening goal of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. And she was there last season, and she's here again and made her name into season 2025.
Well, she scored it from a long way out, so it sort of looked in one way that it came out of nowhere, but it looked like Lena Radler again just putting in more of that work on the right-hand side. Chloe Richardson, who's been putting in a fair bit of work as well, especially over the last 5 minutes or so, linking up with that and eventually finding the number 6 that was just ready there to send it and managing to find the back of the net. So Adelaide Uni finally getting rewarded for their efforts and scoreboard sort of reflecting how things have been looking in this first half.
Well, not sure how many people would have predicted Adelaide Uni to score that first goal. Corley. Will
Yeah,
they make a quick response, Adelaide City? They would want to. It's Ali Atkins. It's turned over again from Uni to Uni.
to your point before, you certainly, given the amount of debutants and younger players with Adelaide Uni and even their position last year, you wouldn't expect them to be getting this early lead. But so far, even on the field, they're just looking like the more mature, more composed of the teams. City with a little bit of work to do just to get things back on their terms. Juma is looking dangerous, but not really managing to put things together. It won't be enough to try to send that long ball through and find her at the end of it. They're going to have to get some more meaningful play behind her to give the opportunities.
Anyone that is tuning in to this fixture right now, we don't want you to tune out because you want to check the scores on the other fixtures. So make sure you listen to us because we will keep you updated on that ever anticipated game. Campbelltown City making their debut in the WNPL this season. Still 0-0 against Metro United after 7 minutes of play. So if any fixture goals in any other fixtures, we will keep you up to date with those on this broadcast, so you don't have to change the channel. Well, the Campbelltown City did have a great set piece as well that came off the woodwork, so they have had their early chances against Metro. But in this fixture, it's Adelaide Uni, the home side of these two. That's kick-started their campaign with a goal from Alicia Panagakos. Both sides wearing a brand new kit this year as well. Let's take a close look at them as well, the detailing in them. This excites the football nerd in all of us.
I've definitely been checking out that green kit. I really like that. Even a bit of 90s flavour to it, the way the numbers printed and that white collar. That's a very nice away kit.
They've got some great merch as well, Adelaide City. The retro jacket. I'm in no way saying I want one. Maybe I do.
Put me down for another.
Birthday's in a few months. Will be yellow to Brooke Gilchrist.
Not impressed with that decision. Yes, the yellow's taking their time to get up.
Gilchrist. That's yellow.
Chloe Richardson again, making a bit of a run from a dangerous spot there. She was stopped, but she's looking exciting every time she finds herself on the ball in that front third.
Players now will just break for a quick drinks break, which I think is what we're due for as well.
You should do one as well, Johnny. Have a little sip of that.
I just realised I lost one of my bottles.
There's one there.
Yeah, I had two. Don't matter. Just off-air chatter that we're talking about on air.
Stay hydrated, folks at home.
Yes. You can also stay hydrated with Gatorade as well. See the big G. Always love it. Actually, I might get one after, to be honest. Last time I had one here at this venue, I scored, what was it, 5 goals in 5-a-side? Something like that. Or a hat-trick, definitely a hat-trick. I came on and scored a hat-trick.
Again, more off-field.
But it's in this fixture as well. They're just having a quick chat now. Good opportunity to reset for Adelaide City. They are obviously wanting to try and come back and get something out of this because it's still early days, but then wouldn't be happy to go down this early in this fixture.
Well, admittedly, they haven't really looked that threatening. A couple of opportunities there with Juma running forward, but I don't think they'd be happy with how things are looking at the moment. They're not able to run things out from the back cohesively. Uni just sort of positioning themselves better, that they don't actively have to pressure. Sort of just positionally not opening up those opportunities for City. And on the flip side, now that a couple of those players for Adelaide Uni are just looking up and about, Chloe Richardson being one of them. Lena Radler on that right-hand side, another. Nicole O'Neill. Those sort of players that are just doing that little bit of extra work to open things up, especially as they get a bit of confidence maybe into the second half, could be really, really dangerous. So 1-0 at this stage. You've got to say that Adelaide Uni probably looking the more dangerous and like they're going to add to that.
Well, Adelaide City, first of the two from the drink breaks to get cracking back onto the pitch. No time wasted for them. They want to get back into this fixture. 28 minutes of play.
We've probably got another couple of seconds to go back to talking about kits. What do you think of Abby Lucas's highlighter yellow kit?
I like it.
You like it?
I don't mind it. I don't mind a fluorescent kit.
She's ready to hold the lollipop at Roadworks with a kit like that.
Well, it would have been great for the Carina game last year. It was a bit hard to see some of the players with the rain pelting down. If they had that kit, it would have made life just a little bit easier.
I was watching that one on the YouTube.
Yes.
A little bit earlier today, and I thought, oh, wow. Yeah, we're not going to see much here.
Great game. Don't know if Adelaide City would agree with that. It's Florence Russell. Just makes a run through it. Tries to pass it through to Juma. It was quickly dealt with by Uni. O'Neill. And sent over. Looking for Hubbard. Straight to the stands of the fans.
That was a really nice ball there from Lena Radler. Most of her threatening moves forward have been from her running, but in that case it was a really well-placed ball to Emma Hubbard. Unfortunately, she was being defended a little bit too tightly to make use of it, but that's the sort of balls that City would want to be making forward to make the most of Juma. We saw that probably about a minute before, where that last ball through to find her wasn't crisp enough. Had they managed to do something like that down the other side, things might have looked tied up on the scoreboard for Adelaide City, but not so in this instance.
It's a long distance for Uni. They're going to send it in. Here's Lena Radler. Macaulay gets a foot to it. That's yellow. Just yellow again from distance, but just didn't quite come off her foot as well, and she would have loved to have placed it.
She's got a boot, Radler. That long ball forward to Hubbard just before, and that free kick.
Sun is just biting at the moment. Can't wait for that rest at half-time, Simon.
The bad news for you is that's going to be right into our line into the second half. Hopefully a few degrees nicer to us, though.
If you do stick around as well for the second fixture, Seb O'Neill will be taking the inter-game. Big game here at Service Firm Stadium. Right on this pitch as well. Nothing better than Friday night Apex Steel WNPLSA action doubleheader on a Friday night. There will be a lot of doubleheaders as well across South Australia as well, with some sides hosting, like Adelaide City with their men and women's sides, Adelaide Comets, Campbelltown City. Interestingly doing a couple fixtures where their men and women kick off only a half an hour difference, so they can all spend time in the club rooms after their fixtures and have dinner. Gilchrist runs in. It's Lena Radler. Puts her body in the way. Gilchrist. Radler does very well and wins the foul in the end of it.
Radler definitely didn't have the size advantage there, but using her body really, really effectively. It's probably the most threatening that City have looked going forward there, but again, just that final ball in this case to Gilchrist not really placed correctly such that she can take advantage of it. But starting to get a little bit of momentum back for City.
34 degrees as it stands here in Jeff's Cross. The sun will be setting in just over 90 minutes time. So this game may not see any rest from that heat. Inter may be in for a little bit of a treat. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did.
Well, there's nothing like having a nice hot day just to make that round one outing just a little bit
Oh,
tougher.
yeah.
The sort of thing that makes a few players sort of think,
Well,
well, I've worked harder during the season.
I wonder how Leonard Radler and O'Neill will be feeling, having come from overseas.
Yeah, no, this isn't whether that's conducive to those that hail from the Northern Hemisphere.
It's Juma. She makes a run. She does well. But it's just a heavy touch. Unfortunate. It goes out for a goal kick. But she had a very good opportunity to make a run there for Adelaide City.
She looked a little bit isolated going forward, though. Of course, it was the touch that sort of didn't lend itself to give her the second chance at it, but there wasn't really any support there for her either. Just Emily Busharoo just putting a bit of pressure on her.
O'Neill. Seaton. Well, we were talking about the Irish and German players maybe not being able to cope with this heat, but it is O'Neill, the Irish player, who's actually got the sleeves rolled up. So
Maybe she's making sure when she does go home, she's got a nice Aussie tan
Yes.
to show for it.
she played college football for Southeastern Louisiana.
Well, I don't think that's the coolest part of the world. I think that gets a little bit hot and sticky there as well. So,
Yeah, Louisiana, yeah.
yeah, maybe she's well acclimatised.
She'll know good food, though. I'll have to chat to her about that. Uni. Yellow. Belly Yellow couldn't quite stay on her feet. Atkins, she makes the most of it. She's got a couple options. Goes Florence Russell. Russell just struggling to try and find a moment. She goes on the left. Couldn't quite get it through. Adelaide Uni have really lucked out there, but Adelaide City had a great opportunity to try and make something from this, but Florence Russell just couldn't quite make a decision on the spot. She had Juma out wide as well, but she decided to go on her own, but just that undecided decision making just couldn't quite get the job done for her.
Yeah, she was in a really, really dangerous spot there, but just too many touches on it, maybe just not happy with the positioning there, but a real opportunity had she... Oh, hold on. I had to stop myself talking there. Almost ended up with something threatening down the other side. Yeah, but going back to Florence Russell's chance, just not able to take advantage. But having said that, Adelaide City finally going forward a couple more times, so things are starting to open up a little bit for them as in terms of attacking options, but Nina Radler's about to throw this in at the Adelaide Uni attacking end.
So O'Neill was there as well. It's Radler. Passing.
I like that combo. Nina Radler and Nicole O'Neill. The way they're linking up on that right-hand side, it's been dangerous already tonight. This is only round one. It'll be interesting to see how that partnership sort of develops throughout this season.
Sent in deep. It's off the head. It's quickly dealt with though, but Adelaide Uni were threatening. Emma Hubbard was there. Russell.
Just in case we haven't been raving about Lena Radler enough so far today. Just another one of those really well-placed balls putting it right into the danger zone. You definitely get the impression that Emma Hubbard is going to find herself onto the end of one of those at some stage tonight.
Just a little over 7 minutes remaining in this fixture for half time, at least, and then any additional time from Lee Pryor. Stretching out there, Seaton couldn't quite keep it in.
A lot of those sort of little missed passes there, just maybe those round one little slips and just not quite with the sharpness or confidence as of yet, but Uni sort of playing like they have got that with that 1-0 lead at the moment.
Bouchereau, Penagakos, goal scorer for Uni. Burton just forced out wide, but couldn't quite stop it from going out for a throw for Adelaide City. It may just be the shade, but these two kids are kind of clashing in some instances when there's a big huddle of them together. It's quite hard to determine who is on the ball with the dark green. But that may change once those lights come on a bit later on.
Yeah, well, that shade might get a little bit more severe yet as the sun goes down. Maybe as the shade comes a bit more, the picture might become a little bit better, but I think you're right, it just seems to be in that really shady corner there.
Obviously our point of view is slightly different to what the point of view from the officials on the pitch, so they can obviously see a lot closer, it'll be a lot easier to determine. It's Ali Atkins, barista by day, footballer by night. She makes a mean coffee as well, so if you want one, make sure you head down to West Lakes and go and get a coffee from it. It's a pass. It's Juma. Trying to find an opponent, but couldn't quite get through.
Juma hasn't really found herself travelling much back yet to support, so maybe that's a little bit of a effort there to try open things up, open up some opportunities so Adelaide City can then play forward.
Well, not far away from half time now, just over under 5 minutes remaining plus any additional time, and it's 45 minutes still to go, but so much action still to come here at Jepp's Cross. Inter taking on West Adelaide. Seb O'Neill will be bringing you that fixture as well. I believe he's in the crowd as we speak, chatting to West Adelaide's Nicole Blackett. And some of the other players as well. Just getting a bit of insight, doing some research prior to his match, just like we were prior to ours.
There's one thing we know about Seb O'Neill. He's really having a rest from football, isn't he?
I don't know how he does it sometimes. Couldn't quite keep it in. Will be a goal kick.
He's probably got another 3 games to watch just tonight.
Yep. And then it's
what it's commentating.
the joys of being 18 again.
Just gave away his age there. I think he could have passed for someone much more older given all his expertise, I think.
Well, if anyone hears my joke, they probably don't realise I'm 30. But we think we could swap ages and people won't believe us. It's Nicole O'Neill. Back to Nicole. It's turned over. Adelaide City just can't quite string those passes together. Uni back on the ball again. Can they do something here? Make an impact again to double their lead into the halftime break. Outside the area, straight to the hands. The safe hands of Abby Lucas. So still a few more minutes for Adelaide City to try and find something in this game and get an equaliser. They haven't quite looked too dangerous so far this half. They had a couple opportunities up forward. Juma with one, and also Florence Russell. And here we go again. Speaking of the devil, it's Juma inside the area. She's got to try keep it in. She couldn't quite get the job done, and will be another goal kick. She's just really struggling at that final third, trying to get that ball and making an opportunity for herself at the moment. She had some passes come through to her, but it's just final touches.
She seems to be receiving all quite deep as well, so by the time she gets the ball under control, she's probably a little bit too close to really take advantage of anything. And again, there's not really that support. It'd be great to see someone behind her ready to receive it and then maybe get a shot off. One thing I have noticed though, Adelaide Uni, whenever one of their players has the confidence to hold the ball at their feet and have a little bit of a run, seems to really sort of open up Adelaide City. We've seen Nicole O'Neill doing it so far, Lena Radler doing it tonight as well. When they do just hold off and give their players the chance to find themselves a little bit of really effective space there, that's kind of what I've noticed them being the most dangerous. Look at that ball.
It's Macaulay chasing it down. She's got Chloe Richardson there as well for Adelaide Uni, who gave up towards the end. And making that run. The One World LED and scoreboard currently sits at 0-0 between these two sides. Struggling to get those words out, just like Adelaide City trying to get a goal. A bit hard at the moment. It's that heat that's getting to me, so I'm assuming for them they may be able to come back and settle things out in that second half. Juma just waiting for the ball. She does well, finds herself back on it. Makes a run through. Can Adelaide City, could this be their moment? It's Panagakos. She clears it out, but in this instance, gives away the corner. Sorry, gets the goal kick. Is it goal kick or throw-in?
I think it's a throw-in.
Throw-in, sorry.
We finally saw that support.
The sun was in my eyes at that point. I couldn't quite see it.
We finally saw that support. Valerie Forbes was sort of following her in, just waiting for that ball in the middle, but in that case, Vicky Juma just opting to try advance it on her own. Had she managed to get that pass off, Valerie Forbes might have been able to take advantage of it there, but a little bit of a switch up there rather than Juma proceeding on her own. Now that in that one instance where she did have a little bit of support, there was just another option there that she could have been threatening.
Panagakos. She's done well so far this game. Scoring her only goal so far for Adelaide Uni.
Composed.
Playing very well for her side. It's Juma. Makes a run through, but she's offside. She's caught herself again in offside position. Now it's in the additional time. All up to the discretion of Lee Pryor, the referee. Quick update around the grounds as well. Campbelltown City, Metro United unable to score just yet. No one unable to break that deadlock after 30 minutes of play in the inaugural game in the WNPL this season for Campbelltown City. Russell all over the top, but 2-0-1 in the end. Passing. Radler. O'Neill, sorry. Just looking for that foul. Didn't get it. It will be a throw-in instead. You'd say it'd be at least a minimum of 2 minutes of additional time. We had the drinks breaks as well and the goal. Actually, no, and Florence Russell instance, so I reckon there'll be at least 4 minutes of additional time. City try and get one back. They try to do so. Atkins to Seaton. And that is it. It's half-time down here at Service FM Stadium. These two sides, a start that Adelaide Uni definitely would have loved to have had, and they've managed to do so. A 1-0 lead from Alicia Panagakos. It's Adelaide City unable to score just yet in this fixture, but only 45 minutes of play has gone. Simon, what a first half of football. A bit of surprising from Adelaide Uni. Panagakos got the early goal from distance as well.
Yeah, definitely surprising. It didn't really get out of first gear for the first 10 minutes or so, but I thought the early signs maybe that City were going to be the team to do that. Definitely wasn't the case in the end, but City getting a bit of momentum towards the end of the half there, so it'll be interesting to see what they come out looking like after they splash a bit of cold water in their face.
Well, we thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, Empowering Women's Football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Going to a break, we'll be back on the other side. Johnny Keko and Simon Jimenez.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Who now? Dispapolis has a shot. Oh, I think that's in. What a goal. There you go. And the first goal of the year.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. by Johnson, and then a second hit, Johnson again.
On the back of the announcement at the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would the kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up, and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Ghana United is like home football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. Really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
Adelaide Atletico has been built on 6 pillars. It's about respect, about community, fairness, development, technology.
Atletico is become a family, a big family.
This club's got a lot of opportunity to grow. There's a lot of potential here with all the players and the boys, and it's just like a very good place to be at.
We want to be competitive. We want to drive and develop our culture.
We've gone out and we've got a few experienced players. I mean, I've gone and got a very good goalkeeper. We've got a really talented Argentinian guy and a couple of older players.
We're a good quality of boys. All the boys are already in a few weeks are getting really close.
We want to make sure that everybody that plays at this club feels that they're getting the benefit of our coaching group.
We literally do what we preach, which is let's just play.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Sun setting over Service FM Stadium in Jeffs Cross as we get ready for the second 45 minutes between Adelaide City and Adelaide University. Only one goal the difference, and it came from Alicia Panagakos from Adelaide University. The 21st minute in this fixture. We thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Adelaide City raring to get underway. This is next 45. They are raring to go, been out for the last couple of minutes, whilst Adelaide Uni are just taking their time, happy to just spend as many minutes as they can as they make their way out. And they're doing exactly that now as they get ready to kick things off. City to the left of your screens. It's Ali Atkins, goes short. It's turned over very quickly. Uni will want to try and press once again. For a throw in the opening 15 seconds. Match day commentator Johnny Keko alongside Simon Jimenez, mate. First 45, a little bit slow start, but Adelaide Uni managed to get a good opportunity, obviously, to get the goal, and then a couple other great surprises from a couple of the players as well, especially in the imports.
Yeah, for sure. Once they found their feet, they were looking pretty exciting on the right-hand side. So I think we're in for a good half because there's players like Nicole O'Neill, Lena Radler, Chloe Richardson as well. We're all going to be playing on this side of the pitch a little bit more through this half. So we're excited to see what we can see.
So for a throw-in. South Australian football. And we've got more of that still to come. Double header a bit later on. Just saw some of the players from West Adelaide who are very excited to get back underway for the season. O'Neill sends it in. It's Uni again. Oh, it's great save from Abby Lucas. She guides it out for a corner.
Been waiting for Emma Hubbard to get involved there.
There has been a goal in that other fixture as well that we're keeping an eye on. Campbelltown City have let go of the Newell, and it's now 1-0 to Metro United.
Just before half-time as well, just to change things up a little bit.
Well, you know, United know how to break a deadlock. Might call them the locksmiths.
One down on the tally for Johnny Keko puns.
And it's one down for both those two teams that they're playing against. And just talking about the second game as well, we spoke about match day commentator Seb O'Neill taking that fixture for you. We saw him in the distance talking to Nicole Blackett. He's up here now preparing by doing what an 18-year-old does best, eating ice cream.
I think
19-year-old, sorry, he did have his birthday just recently. Happy birthday, Seb O'Neill. 19 years old.
I think he was just as excited to get going as the West Adelaide players that we saw.
Well, I did think that until I saw him eating the ice cream. Then I realised he's more excited about the ice cream. I thought he was offering me some like lip balm or something when he... But then I realised it was a little tub of ice cream.
They're just saying, no. Which is probably what the players that are going to be kicking off in the second game would be thinking tonight as well. It's still pretty warm. We mentioned around kickoff was around 34 degrees or so. I think initially I would have thought maybe that first game for the night would have been the better one, but given the temperature that we've got this evening, those other players will be very happy with the stroke of luck that they've had that they're going to have kickoff a little bit later, around 8 o'clock or so, I believe, Johnny?
Yes, that is correct, and it's still currently 32.3 degrees, or feels like 29.4. Either way, it feels very hot.
Which means 35 on the scaffold where we are.
Well, when you walk down a level, you are absolutely freezing down. You come up a level and it's hot. It's Radler. Lena Radler. Uni again, offside. 4 minutes down of play.
Radler's looking like she's going to be such a interesting and valuable player for Adelaide Uni this year. Initial signs looking very, very good. Johnny just listening to himself.
Can't.
I think he's trying to catch a replay.
Can't not listen to my voice. That's what my pre-game ritual is. Listening to my TV show on the way here. No, just kidding. I listen to music and sing on the way. Hence my husky voice.
Bit of a slow start to the second half here, which is unfortunate because it means Johnny's talk about himself, but here come Adelaide City.
Gilchrist sends it over. Juma's there, but it's dealt with nicely from Adelaide Uni. People don't want to hear my banter. Just like the car next to me doesn't want to see me singing. I kind of forget that how loud I have it, and the people next to me are watching me. So get a few stares.
One interesting thing that you noted before was just how Uni was in no hurry at all to get out for the tunnels for the second half. And I'll be really curious to know your opinion on this, whether that was maybe because they've had a bit of a animated talking to or a bit of a rev up at half time, that maybe they were just ready to go out there and start the second half with a bit of a better account of themselves.
You asking me a question? That's my job. I ask you the question. I'm not a lead commentator here.
It's all right. Just thought I'd throw that to you while you quenched your thirst.
I'm just kidding. Definitely. I think definitely would have been having a talking to in the change rooms and probably just try to make the most of that heat as well, away from the heat, sorry. As they are back underway. 6 minutes of play done. Also try and get in the heads of Adelaide City maybe as well. That's what they could have been trying to do. Just make them wait a little bit longer.
I think that's what Alicia Panagakos was just trying to do with that challenge as well. She's very tough and pretty assertive in that number 6 role.
Played very well for Adelaide Uni tonight. So Adelaide City again, trying to produce something. It's O'Neill. Yasiello. Parsu for City. Macaulay. Adelaide City just playing it out the back. Uni again. Chloe Richardson. She makes a run through. Can Richardson do something from distance? Sends it across the face. There was danger in the box. And there was Emma Hubbard that was there, debutante, but she comes from Victoria as well for Adelaide University. But yeah, that's where it ended.
Yet again, Chloe Richardson making things happen when she's got the ball at her feet. We saw a little bit of fancy footwork as she approached the 18-yard box there and didn't have the shot to match the approach there. But again, as we are about 7 minutes into this second half, things looking like they're looking up for Adelaide Uni at the moment.
Seaton. Ali Atkins trying to find an opponent. Teammate, sorry, not opponent. Parsu. Through to Gilchrist. He's trying to chase down. She's got Linda Radler. Running her wrong side. It's gone out for a corner for Adelaide City. These two sides. End to end. Now it's Adelaide City. We have an opportunity to try and level things out down here at Jepp's Cross. Should go in deep. As well, Goldsmith with the hands. She clutches it.
She's looked good so far tonight. Nice, confident goalkeeping. She's was put in a couple of awkward positions towards the end of the first half, but just really capable where she was there, just strong in the air, getting good hands to it, and nice long clearance. Helps with how solid her centre-backs have been tonight as well, that they've just got that trust and confidence at the moment. While City are just trying to get something happening, it's just not really working for them at the moment.
stoppage at the moment. As that sun slowly comes down over Jeb's cross. We're almost safe, Simon. We're almost safe.
We're just about there. We've got the worst of it, though, just to get through.
Although it's starting to feel like we might need a jacket for the second game.
That sun's making it really difficult to tell who's getting medical attention in the middle at the moment.
It's slightly hard, so we do apologise. We can't give you exact updates on that, but we will once we do know. But this game, really not too much in it. The second half, either side haven't really showed too much. Been a couple of opportunities on either end, but no one been as much of a standout out of these two sides.
Yeah, I'd say Adelaide Uni still with the slight edge, but I did notice Lena Radler sort of getting outrun just moments ago on the side nearest us, which that wasn't happening throughout that first half. Maybe looking a little bit lethargic towards the end of her sprint there, so maybe that's a bit of an indication of how tricky the conditions are out there at the moment. We are 55 minutes in, and with this temperature well over 30 degrees, it's not easy out there. We see now some of the bench warming up for both teams. Here we go, right on cue.
Well, it's Kasanos, the player that was on the park getting treatment, has called it a night. That heat is really picking up down here. It's that sun. The players have a bit of reprieve now with that sun out of their way. A little bit dangerous from Uni. Radler. On the other end, so we can see her close up. It's Richardson makes a run through, gets through her pass suit, it's in the area. It's left, and it's a goal! Adelaide Uni! They managed to get their second goal to double the lead, and it comes through Nicole O'Neill with a nice ball through from Chloe Richardson, but it's O'Neill. The sleeves rolled up, and now she's rolled in to score the second, and Adelaide Uni have doubled their lead, Simon.
Well, it's two of the players that have been real standouts for Adelaide Uni so far tonight. They've been linking up, and at that stage there, being rewarded for all their hard work so far. You got the feeling that there was more to come with Nicole O'Neill and Chloe Richardson, both on the field at the same time. They're just proving really dangerous when they are advancing.
Well, Adelaide City have a lot to answer for now. 2 goals down as we're creeping close to an hour of play. It's Juma, the only player that's had a little bit of impact for Adelaide City in the final third, just unable to quite capitalise on it just yet. But this Adelaide Uni side have really come out refreshed this season. It's Juma again. It's Goldsmith snatching it up.
Interestingly, the player that came on just a couple of minutes before that goal was scored, I believe it's Madeline Box, and it looks like she's given a bit of support for Uni's attack. But given that they are 2-0 up at the moment, it'll be interesting to see if the next change that they make is just to shore things up at the back. Especially if this heat starts to make things really difficult deep into the second half. Some reinforcements and just allowing Uni to be able to absorb any pressure and make City work really, really hard might be the key as this game moves forward.
Just waiting for the ball to get back into play. One need to get Seb O'Neill down there as a ball boy.
Seb, you got your running shoes on there, mate?
He actually does, there you go.
Had to get it all the way from the far end, but it's just on the other side of the fence.
Juma. Panagakos with the head. Pedler. Adelaide City. Florence Russell trying to make an impact. Can Florence Russell do something? Puts her body on the line. She manages to get back onto the ball. Trying to find a position in the area. Chooses Gilchrist. It's Gilchrist! And it's gone out wide. Another good opportunity from Adelaide City. Florence Russell and Gilchrist linking up there, but unfortunately couldn't quite find that final placement.
That's the most threatening attack that we've seen from Adelaide City throughout the whole of tonight. I mentioned a bit earlier that how whenever Adelaide Uni attack and hold the ball at their feet, that's when they're looking the most dangerous, and that's exactly what Adelaide City did there. Florence Russell just having the confidence to just run it in, look for options, let her teammates find the dangerous positions and giving them their best shot at getting one back that we've seen so far tonight. I think we can finally take the sunglasses off for tonight, Johnny. It's finally happened. Sun's disappeared. We're even got the lights on now. Over the commentary position.
Oh, bright.
I know got those.
Put it away.
Thank you, Seb O'Neill. Technology assistant and commentator extraordinaire. He's getting warmed up himself. Ice cream
connoisseur.
Yep. All part
Only
of
the best, though. Golden North. South Australian. Born and bred. Love my brands from SA. Love the great brands we have. The great brand of football. It's Juma. Makes a run through. She's offside, though. Unfortunate for her. Once again. Adelaide City just can't catch a break right now. 62 minutes of play, but unable yet to get back at least a goal in this.
That's the most threatening Juma's look tonight. A lot of those sorts of balls, but just not quite landing in the right spot for her. Fortunately, Evelyn Goldsmith, we've sort of spoken about her confidence and how just strong she's looking tonight. Able to just get the positioning just right there and nullified Juma's attack. Finally now it's feeling like a really nice night for football. A little bit of a twilight feel. And the degrees, I think, maybe dipped a couple as well.
Certainly has. Juma again, just quite not in that right position as it falls to Goldsmith. Just getting some banter from Seb O'Neill on a chat. Don't know why he's messaging me while I'm commentating. Ali Atkins. Gilchrist again, locked in. She tries to get around. Pedler. She does well. Goes short and wins a free. There we have it. Adelaide City. They're eager to try and get back in this, but they've got to really get those passes together because they haven't really shown too much of nice clear-cut passes and linking up. It's a little bit disjointedness, I think, in some areas at times. But there has been some moments where we can see some real potential for Adelaide City.
Well, I think they're looking just a little bit better now, but Adelaide Uni still just a bit of a step ahead. Looks like maybe the sharpness is starting to get there, in particular the footwork from Brooke Gilchrist there. They've still got a bit of catching up to do to Adelaide Uni, who are just playing with that little bit more confidence and looking a bit more sure at the moment.
McCauley sends it in. Goldsmith. A lot of worry in the sky.
I think despite the fact she hasn't been challenged to do some serious shot stopping tonight, I think she's looked pretty good in goals. Just really nice positioning. A couple of those threats from Juma and just a couple of awkward balls. She's just been right in the correct position and able to deal with it and just really taking the threat out of them.
There's a few galahs out there you can hear in the background. The beauties of commentating local football. We're in the elements. We hear what's happening from the sidelines. We bring it to you in the comfort of your house, or your car, or your bedroom, or your office, or if you're in the line at the canteen, wherever you are, you're able to watch us and hear us. So we want to bring that to you, and that's what we're able to do by being in the elements, not in a studio. It's Juma fights on to try and produce something.
A little bit surprised. It looks like Panagakos was the one that was just taken off. Given where she's sort of sitting in that defensive midfielder position, I would have thought that she's maybe one you'd keep on to just be able to absorb some pressure, given they do have that 2-goal advantage at the moment.
So Adelaide City, Gilchrist. She could have kept that low and be able to make something, a chance out of it at least. But unfortunate. She's cracked it out wide, and unfortunately, it's turned over again for Adelaide City. 66 minutes of time played in this fixture. Adelaide City still have time to get back into this, at least get a point out of it. The way Adelaide Uni's going, they're not going to make it too easy for them to do so. Juma, Vicky Juma, calling it a night.
It's another surprising substitution there. Juma's, I think, been one of the few attacking threats so far tonight for Adelaide City, but she's come off. Nicole O'Neill, after her work so far tonight, gets an early mark. With Sarush coming on for Adelaide Uni. I think she's well and truly earned the early minute after 60 hard minutes, including a goal, and just looking really, really impressive, to be honest. It stands out alongside a couple of the others for Adelaide Uni in round one.
Gussie Atkins. Plays back to Lisinski. Russell.
Things definitely slowed down a little bit here as the start to come on. You'd think a little bit of fresh energy would maybe speed things up, but not just yet.
Well, Atkins trying to place it through to, I think it was Todd. Well, there's Todd now, just trying to make it. Hurry up. Ellie Todd making the first appearance for Adelaide City in a competitive fixture. Coming from Comets. Atkins. For short, Sarush. Abby does very well, Abby Lucas.
It's going to be interesting to see if Ellie Todd can make the difference here. Although Juma sort of gave a few attacking chances to Adelaide City tonight, just not quite looking threatening enough. Willie Todd slipped right into that number 9 position. Former Comets player. You know what a talent factory that particular club is.
Yeah. They certainly are. They're also kickstarting their campaign tonight as well against Flinders United at the LJ Hooker Marland Sports Park. Also Ellis Park, as it's better known. That's kicking off at 8:15 as well. Same as the fixture is about to happen on this pitch. Salisbury Inter taking on West Adelaide. The final 2 fixtures of the night. And this is the final drinks break of the night as well. A good opportunity and reminder to always stay hydrated. Drink Gatorade because it's the best drink in the town. I'm saying that because I've got it in my hand firmly fixated on the bottle right now as we speak. But a big shout out to our sponsors as well. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and REA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. And that One World LED and Sportable scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions currently sits 2-0 for the home side, Adelaide Uni. Don't need any university degree to know that Adelaide City have a lot of work to do still to get back into this game. But this moment here, this drinks break, definitely going to help them a little bit to have that one moment to be able to try and recap and recoup to get ready for this final 20 minutes or so left in this fixture.
Yeah, you'd sense that they're ready to make a final little push here. I think so far for City, Brooke Gilchrist and Florence Russell sort of being the 2 players that have sort of looked the most impressive, especially in the second half, just bringing a little bit more attacking threat. I guess nothing's been really threatening, but, you know, as far as the few opportunities they have, I think it's been linking up between those 2. There was even an instance just leading up to the drinks break there. Florence Russell on that right-hand side and just Gilchrist sending a nice long ball over to her, but just not quite weighted enough. But now with the presence of Ellie Todd floating around the middle in a number 9 position, you get the feeling that those opportunities might look a little bit more threatening, I think.
Back out for another throw in. Sun well and truly gone down here at Jeff's Cross. Currently stands 31.1 degrees. By kickoff of the second fixture, it will be around 26 degrees. As Adelaide City, one last gasp again. It's over the crossbar. Well, I know why Seb O'Neill said I could do this game tonight, because it was the hotter of the 2.
Like with round 1 of the WNPL, you want to get a tough game first up, just so you're ready to go for the subsequent rounds. It's certainly been that for Adelaide City so far. Again, it's just not really looked like they've got out of first gear tonight. I mean, it was a slow start, but Adelaide Uni just looked that slight better quality. And now City just really forced to chase, but well called.
Well, Adelaide City still have a lot to do to try and get their way back into this fixture. Still doable. But they just can't leak another. They give away another free kick. Source. Take it. Those birds.
Just Johnny being taken aback by the glass.
I'm a galah myself sometimes.
You said it, I thought it.
Don't worry, I think everyone thinks it. Standing behind it, Isabella Yasielo. Garciello, composed. Will she take it from distance? And it's Uni again. A nice one off the crossbar. It's still alive. Can Adelaide Uni try and get another? Adelaide City, this game blinked in a moment, and Adelaide Uni almost got their third, Simon.
That was a really cheeky ball from Yasiela there. She's been interesting to watch so far tonight. She's been working really hard, but I think sort of beaten maybe her body size. Just, you know, she's easily outsized by a lot of players on the field at the moment. The work rate's there, but just not really getting much reward for that. I think she definitely would have had the last laugh, though, if she managed to get the result as a result of that really cheekily taken free kick.
The same woodwork. It's had a workout tonight. Jumar as well, giving it a knock. May need a concussion test later with the amount of knocks that Woodwork's had. Padler. Bradler, sorry, not Padler.
She was pedaling fast. That's
She
what
was.
you're thinking. And has been all night. Looks like she has slowed down a little bit in the second half, though. She was very active in the first.
Radler. Lena Radler. She had a good game tonight in the opening of the season. She goes short. Back to Radler. Gilchrist. Definitely took that one. She'll have a mark to show tomorrow from how hard that was. Atkins. Plays it short.
Sleeves are still rolled up. She's still giving a gun show.
Well, she definitely knows how to shoot because she got a goal earlier as well.
That looked painful. Chloe Richardson coming off second best with the ball there.
Richardson
shaking it off. Pretty tough.
Taking her time. It's Lee Pry just making sure that gets taken in the exact same spot it was given. Alice McCauley just letting it go for the time being. It's her teammate Valeria Forbes to take it. Sent in. Atkins. It's Bianca Gray as well for Adelaide City. Now it's Kate Seaton. Chases it down. Will be out for a throw.
Despite the fact the sun's gone down, Johnny, it's still
hot.
Feeling like, the temp's still up there. Hasn't quite dipped down for us just yet, so...
We might need a Golden North ice cream, I reckon.
Go enjoy one with the players on the field right now after this. That'll be well earned. Oh.
Shot from distance into a teammate as well.
Chloe Richardson again.
She's taken it second best again. And I reckon that mark probably get a tattoo tomorrow if you go to the tattoo shop. And I reckon it'll still be there, the shape of the ball. Does well. Radler plays it through. Abby Lucas. Way too strong at the back. Unfortunate, let 2 goals in today. But outside of that, she's made some great saves and moments for her side to prevent her from being any of a larger margin. Garciello. Burke.
It was one of the things we were talking about at the start of this game. Just a lot of new players for Uni this year. And probably wouldn't have expected them to be playing with the confidence that they are tonight. And it sort of looks like it is growing as the game goes on, despite the fatigue that is setting in with the temps we've had tonight. They're looking quite sharp, all things considered. It's going to be really interesting to see how they're looking as the rounds pass
Gilchrist tries to find halfway through. Sorry, Simon, can you continue?
No, that's right. That's all I was saying. Adelaide, early signs looking good for Adelaide Uni. It'll be interesting to see what they sort of muster up as the season continues.
It's Richardson. Chloe Richardson does well. This falls to Gilchrist. Turned over. Gassiello. Back to Gilchrist again. Didn't know what she was doing there. Flicked it back. Gassiello. A little flick over. Finds a teammate, Emma Hubbard. It's out for a throw for Adelaide Uni. Looks at Adelaide City to make a double substitution. It's Florence Russell and Kiara O'Sullivan, both calling it a night.
I think Florence Russell's been one of the standouts at Adelaide City tonight.
Amelia Kayatsa coming on as well to replace her. She has been a standout. Almost we thought we lost her early in the game, but managed to quickly run it off. Didn't quite catch the second substitution. Be pretty quick here to try and catch all the numbers. Can Uni make one final dent in this fixture? There's still time to do so. It's Lena. It's O'Neill. Tries to find Lena. And has to chase it back. That pass wasn't quite accurate, as some of her play has been tonight. Most of her play, actually.
I was going to say, I think that's probably the first one she's missed hit tonight, to be honest.
Bradler. Gilchrist. It's Atkins with the head. Adelaide City, they've got 7 minutes remaining to find their way back in, to claw their way into round one, to get at least a point out of this fixture. Bianca Gray. Kayatsa. McCauley. Back to Bianca Gray. Sends it long. Gray again. In the centre. Falls to Gilchrist. Nice little touch through. Can they produce something here? Adelaide City. It's very unfortunate. Ellie Todd was the target. She was just so quite close to it, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, Evelyn Goldsmith, once again, just positioning herself really well and just coming out really confidently all night when City tried to find those targets up front. Evelyn Goldsmith's just been really capably taking up the right position and just having that timing just right as well, that it hasn't been a threat. She's been very impressive tonight, I think.
Atkins. Quite couldn't get there. Unfortunate miss pass. Forbes. Corley. Signorello. Was recently substituted for Adelaide City. She came on with Kayatsa. Atkins. Adelaide City's starting to play with a little bit of grit now as they turn it over quickly for Ellie Atkins. She's a great player, Ellie Atkins. Just last couple of shots have been poorly turned over, but not to say the rest of her game so far has been bad. She's had not a bad game for Adelaide City. It's been a bit of a tough one for them though.
Yeah, I don't think she's been involved as much as she would have liked to have been. That says more about the pressure of Adelaide Uni throughout tonight. Still, even this far into the game, City just still looking like they're stuck in first gear. Even the substitutes that have come on as well, just not quite the sharpness that you'd want coming into this first round. So you'd suspect that after this first round of the season, they've got some work to do in training just to maybe get a bit of confidence back as well, because I think that maybe rattled a little bit after tonight. I don't think Uni would have expected, I don't think anyone would have expected Uni to come out as strong as they have tonight.
What's in the area again? Can Uni try and make it 3? Just yellow. Forbes does the job by getting in the way. Now it's Seaton. Looking for Todd. Again, Seaton. It's out for a throw. Adelaide City only got just under 4 minutes plus additional time to at least grab 2 and get a draw. But to get the full 3 points, a lot to ask from the side who want to try and get a better start to the season than what they did last year. Didn't have the greatest season in 2024, but look to try and fix things in this campaign. But unfortunately, it's looking like it's going to be a hard start for them. Their president, Ange Carrozza, in the grandstand tonight, alongside their senior men's coach, Vas Pahas, of the NPL side, watching on, supporting the WNPL side of Adelaide City. It's great to see the support from the men's NPL and the WNPL as well, vice versa this season. Just in the early start, there's been a cross between the two teams supporting each other, which I absolutely love to see, and it's great to see that happening on both sides of the fence. As Adelaide City look to try and get a last moment of opportunity.
I think to your point of both the NPL and WNPL teams throwing a bit of support each other's way, it is something that's really good to see. Maybe hasn't quite been there as much in years past as it is right now. It's something that seems to be increasing every year, just the way that they're really supporting each other. But anytime you can make your match day an event, make it really exciting, like some of these double headers that we're seeing as well.
Yes, well, Adelaide City doing a women's and men's double header, a standalone fixture on the Monday of next week, I think it is, next round. So that's going to be a fixture everyone will want to get down to.
Something I used to see in country sport that was really good, when it's a full family day out and it's all happening and the canteen's buzzing. It's a great thing for the club. And the atmosphere, of course, is on point. And as well, people get there a little bit early to check out the other game as well. It's the best way to just share the support.
And Comets are doing something a little bit different this year as well. They'll be doing a staggered kickoff, so the women will be kicking off half an hour before the men in their double headers. So, which is a unique take, and I think is actually a clever one as well, because the crowd will be there for both games, can go between the two, and also they'll have dinner at the end of the game together. They want to try and encourage both the men's and women's sides to spend the after game post-match together in the club rooms.
Well, they're one club, aren't they? Maybe it hasn't felt like that so much in years past for certain clubs, but they are absolutely one club. And if you can, I think it helps as well. These volunteers put in a lot of time too, so to ask them to have 2 outings to support their club, you know, hopefully if you get a bit of crowd, get crowd out, you get better atmosphere, you make use of the help that you've got there as well. That's a really, really good thing. And you know what? Give things a try.
Yep.
Who knows? It might work out really, really well.
I think it will.
Why not?
It means I can add an extra game to my tally, and I'm voting down to one venue. It's perfect. And I've got 2 hours up my sleeve still.
Is there a target of how many NPL and WNPLs games you want to attend this year?
I don't know, but this is my 6th NPL and WNPL match so far.
It's respectable. Well done.
Tiring. Love
Just
it
hit
though.
the 90-minute mark.
90 minutes. But it's like my 20th outing to a sporting fixture in the 3 weeks as well. It's knocked out by Lucas. It's still alive though. Can City try and prevent it from going to 3? It's O'Neill. Tries to do a turn, get onto her left. Radler. Can she rattle things in his final moments? It's gone out again.
Again, O'Neill to Radler. That and vice versa has been pretty effective for him this evening. And not content to call things early tonight.
Atkins putting some pressure on. City, can they try and get a last gasp? Set. Gilchrist plays it out. It's turned over again. Only a few minutes remaining to the discretion of the referee Lee Pryor as he looks to his watch. Once this game's done, I reckon I might have a blanket in the back of the car. I might go pick that up, go get some food, and we can have a little cute picnic together and watch the second match, Simon.
Why not?
It's a beautiful night for a picnic down here on the hill.
Now that the sting's taken out of the air, it's a few degrees cooler. It is all of a sudden looking like a really, really nice night for football. There we go. Perfect spot on the hill here at Service FM Stadium.
Exactly. That's what I love about this stadium. Plenty of picnic spots. What a first date that would be for us too. And it's the first day of the NPLSA a couple of weeks ago, but tonight it's the Apex Steel WNPL, marking that date of round 1 with a win for Uni. It's looking to go that way. Can they finish things off? All thanks to the partners. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, as Uni need to try and prevent it from getting a goal here in the last moments, but no preventing needed. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and REA, proud supporters of football in South Australia. Well, REA gave me a nice bucket cap last week, which I could have used tonight, and a rubber ducky as well, so that was... Actually, I can use that later in the bathtub. It's a nice cool bath later after this. Warm match. But that's what I love. I love warm matches of football. Not too hot, but something nice and warm like it's going to be for the second match is perfect for football. Could you imagine how many attendances we'll have if we had beautiful nights like this all throughout the season?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. I was about to defend my position as a cold weather lover. Nothing like putting on a nice thick hoodie in the middle of winter and commentating when it's drizzling outside. But no, I think you're right. In terms of spectators, nights like this, especially with a double header, and you mentioned as well some of those NPL, WNPL double headers that we're going to see throughout the season. Warm night, can't go wrong.
Richardson goes out for a goal kick.
Maybe some food, Johnny. I know you're a fan of that.
Yes, I am. My bank account's on at the moment because I've been out every night. And pretty much since the last 3 weeks, I've been a football-related activity at least every second night.
Those midweek fixtures, eh?
Or even like training sessions on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, filming Wednesdays. Can't complain. It's football. We love it. We love local football. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. That's why we're able to have matchday commentators across round one of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. And not only that, 5 different matchday commentators. With you, I'm counting Simon. Paul, the most regular, will be doing Sunday as well as tonight. It's good to have many voices in our game.
Paul probably deserves a bit of an extra shout out as well as the local Yoda of women's football locally.
Did you say a yodeler? I haven't heard of
Yodeler, no, Yoda.
And there it is. It is full time down here. On that note, we will wrap things up here at Service FM Stadium. Well, it is full time. Adelaide Uni got the surprising 2-0 win to finish things off. And, well, some players had incredible start to the season. And it's time, a perfect way to kick off the Power Player of the match, proudly supported by S8 Power Networks. I think we can agree goes to O'Neill for Adelaide University.
Absolutely, Nicole O'Neill, one of the few players just really making it happen for Adelaide Uni, especially on the right-hand side there. Rattler was up there as well, Chloe Richardson too, but Nicole O'Neill, she was the one that got the goal in the end. Very impressive.
Absolutely. I was going to say Rattler was very close. They were very tight towards the end, but I think O'Neill, that goal capitalised on it as well, but also just overall, great impact to the team. I'm looking forward to seeing how they go throughout the rest of the season. They're going to make a good impact for LA Uni. They need that this year. They've had a shocking season last year, last gasp last year, but this year, only 2 or 3 players still remaining in that squad. And, Panagakos, one of them, who scored the early goal, but now they've had to bring in some new players, new coach, and it may be doing them wonders.
Yeah, well, initial signs good. Pretty strong round one, especially for those handful of players. So, big year ahead. It's going to be exciting.
Anyway, we're going to wrap things up right here. It's been a warm one at Service FM Stadium. I'm your matchday commentator, Johnny Kecko, alongside Simon Jimenez. An absolute pleasure. Simon, our first debut game together. What a pleasure.
Absolutely. Let's have our picnic now.
Let's go. I'll go get my blanket. You get the food, and we'll meet you down there. Enjoy. Don't go anywhere. Switch over to another live stream to catch Seb O'Neill on the next fixture. It is Salisbury Inter, taking on West Adelaide in their round one fixture for 2025. Good night, and we'll see you soon.
South Australia and Soul Community Soccer Club welcome you to Service FM for round 1 of the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League SA. Tonight's match is between Soul Community and West Adelaide, scheduled to begin at 8:15. Soul Community would like to thank its sponsors for their support: Aspire Homes, Planner, AIS International Group, Luminous Imaging, Brown Plaza Mawson Lakes, APR, Integrated Waterproofing,